Hey, what's going on? It's Caleb. This is day 3 of the trading basics. We're going to be going over trends and how to identify them. Good enough. To start, what is a trend? And a trend is really just the movement of the market or the direction of the market and which way it's going. So as you can see, with this one, we have an upwards movement because obviously we're going upwards in the market. And if I can find an example, maybe, yeah. Here we have a downwards trend because the market's moving downwards. Right? I think that's a pretty simple way of it. To go over like how trends start and like the very basis of it, when you're looking at, let's find 2 good candles. As we talked about before, if you watch the 7 basics of like the 7 trading basics, you know that out of 2 candles, there's a high, and for this one, there's the lows here. It's 1 candle, right? But as you know, we have a high and a low, and the way that we form trends, both uptrends and downtrends, is a series of highs and lows. That's what a trend is, right? It's just a series of highs and lows. That won't change. Say for this huge downtrend, we have obviously the high, the low, and the, how am I going to turn this off? Sorry. You have the high and the low of this candle here, and for specifically downtrend, we gain a lower low and a lower high. I went over this before. If you need more practice on it, you can watch the 7 basics. But it's for a downtrend, it's a series of highs that are lower than the last highs and lows that are lower than the last lows. Because what that creates is a trend of price continuing downwards. Got that, right? Exact opposite for an uptrend, right? Find one. Okay, alright. Yeah. Say for this one, for the start of an uptrend, you know, we mark up this candle. It's got a high. It's got a low. What do we see afterwards? We have a higher high than our previous one, and a higher low, sorry, than our previous one. It continues. We have a higher high. We have a higher low. We get a higher high. We get a higher low. You don't want to, right? Because, as I said just before, that creates a trend upwards, right? Series of higher highs and higher lows is an uptrend. Series of lower highs and lower lows is a downtrend. I don't know. What else to really do? Oh, here. You might see periods where the market almost looks like it's moving sideways, right? Because as we just explained, we have both downtrends here, and then we have uptrends here. The period where the market is going sideways, like so, that is called consolidation. What consolidation is when the market doesn't really know where it wants to go and is usually caused by some other force. So I guess for here, like, we're probably being blocked by something. I won't look for it for you. Maybe it's a fair value gap, maybe it's a daily high or daily low or an order block, something like that. And the market is just bouncing off all of those places. It's consolidating, right? And when it's consolidating, when the market's looking like this, do not trade. Don't trade. Because there's no price action, right? You have to wait for a breakout in which you find one right here, right? The market breaks out of this little phase, taps back in, breaks out, taps in, breaks out, right? When it's consolidating, which is when the market is going sideways, do not trade. That's consolidation. So if it looks like, I guess, a barcode, don't trade. If the market looks like a barcode, do not trade. I don't know if there's much to it, man. I think that's most over trends. They're pretty easy to identify. You might have to do a little more practice on highs and lows. I know I did when I was first starting. Most of the time, what you're going to be looking for when you are going for a trade is a period of consolidation like what we have here, and then you're going to be waiting for a breakout, right? So if I have this little period of consolidation, I'll see this breakout right here. Once I see that breakout, that break of structure that the market is continuing in, I could go for a trade if I want, right? Obviously, I would not do this because this is not a smart trade to go for, but you could go for a trade there, right? Look for consolidation. Don't trade until you see a breakout. Nothing else to it. I hope you brought your notebooks. Hope you're continuing to write notes. I hope you enjoyed. Next video, I think I might do a little more on goal setting and how to properly set your goals, steps towards goals. You probably saw it in the teacher video. I think that's very important. And yeah, goodbye. Do more practice.